This video was brought to you by Stormberg, Abed Route Planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now at Bilexperten Bosch, and behind me here you see an old friend. This is Optimus Prime. So today we will start replacing some worn out parts on Optimus. So here's Nasir again.
Yes. You guys remember from the last time we had the noise from the squeaking noise from the upper control arm. So we have taken this out, and I want to show you the noise.
That's the sound.
Yes.
So when it turns, right? When I turn the wheel.
Correct. Then it moves. And this is the new part here. It looks actually very similar to this part. Maybe it's some better construction here. So it is possible to fix this with less noise. You can put in some grease or fat inside, but it's like only for some time, and the noise or experience will come back later. So the best solution is to change upper control arm.
So do we get noise because it gets dry? Or?
Correct. Some grease go out. That's why, because it's nothing is slack or loose here. So it is possible to put in some grease and the noise will be less, but not the best solution always. So that's why we are going to change this. So Imran will take this and put it on.
So it's in here, right?
Correct.
Oh, so that's a new one. But you know, I remember this is the second time I had the problem with Optimus Prime. But how is this the really old part? Is this from day one or?
It look actually old because we can see the rust here and here, and I see the other side. The other side look like have been chained before, because it look a little bit better, yeah.
Okay, so maybe I wonder, maybe it was this side first time, and then the other side. Then
have been maybe from new or sitting there a very long time. And another thing we see at actually, if you see from here, the brake pads look good. But if you come with the camera on this side,
okay, that one is okay.
From the inside, you can see that the brake pads is soon worn out.
Oh, it's hard to see, but
on the right side, there.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will do brake service and maybe change the brake pads as well.
Well, it's a disc.
Disc is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much rust there. See, there's not much soundproofing in the wheel archer.
Yeah, some German cars have more isolation inside here.
So we just have this one, which doesn't help at all, really.
Yeah,
barely.
Not so much. Yeah. Here we have Audi Q7 suspension, and the car was very low in the back. It was no leakage from here or here.
Yeah, that looks fine. Right?
Yeah, but it's same construction as Tesla. I have shock absorber and this air belt in one. So sometimes it's not leakage, but can be a problem with the air with the shock absorber. So the car go down, and this cost in Audi 20. It's very expensive, 25,000 kron.
Whoa, 2,500 euros each.
Yeah, for one piece. So actually, if you compare this to another German luxury car, Tesla is not so expensive to fix. Yeah, it's expensive, but like Q7 is more expensive to fix than Tesla air suspension.
Okay, while we're waiting for Imran to do the fix over there, I have to show you guys this. I've seen it. What is this thing?
This is Mercedes CL600, 6-liter V12, 400 horsepower, and it's no turbo. Very good engine. So I have a challenge Teslabjorn to test this car with the new Mercedes EQS when it's coming. I can fill up full tank you can fill up full electric power on your car, and we see which car drive the longest. And the noise inside the car is very, very low. If you see here, it have like double glass. And
holy macaron! Look at this.
Yeah.
Forget. it's built like a tank.
And you see the door is very big.
What?
This Mercedes had even
chrome?
Yes. And this car even had soft close. If you see here, I just put the door in. So
what? And does it start? Hey, what? Sorry, let me check it. What? Something moved when I. Huh? That piece moved.
Yeah, it go down.
What? Okay. Well, can you start it also?
Yes. And the engine is very, very quiet and very balanced on this car. So if you see, start the car. It's no shaking, no nothing.
Huh? Wow. And so, then I think if you close the door now, while it's on, look at that. What was that? So the belt comes out here.
Correct.
And what about the trunk and the?
Yeah, it's very good space in the car.
Whoa! Look at this. Wow, you can put so many banana boxes in there.
Correct. Yeah, everything is like stock, original.
Batteries in the back also.
Correct.
Huh.
And this was when Mercedes had Das Best oder nicht. So I think this is the best quality Mercedes made on these cars.
You put carpet here also.
Yeah.
What about under the hood?
Yes, I will open up.
Holy macaroni, this is good.
12 cylinder, you see the car goes so good, you don't see shake. You can put like coin if you have, it will not fall off from the engine. So yeah, it's some small issues need to be done, but when it's ready, I think the car will be very good.
Yeah, so Nasir is not only EV fan, but also petrol head. So now we're going to change the whole HEPA filter. You guys have seen this in previous episodes. This is the old one. I think it's from day one. Yeah.
This is how it looked like when I driven over 250,000 kilometers. So I think it's been there since day one. Yeah. Now it's new, so it will smell nice and good as well.
Oh. So now we just put in the front, and we are done with this part. Okay, now in the second part now we're going to adjust the wheel alignment. So we have now put it on this jack here, which has the special stuff. I can show that we also have put these things on each wheel. So you guys have seen this before in other videos. So now, what
yes. On the last video we made, we see that the tires was worn out. As we can see, the spacing, toe in or toe up, is outside. This we will adjust now. Imran will start to adjust it. Maybe you can go under and actually.
Okay, so let's see now. So we have to adjust it here.
And the factory specification is it should be between 0.03 to 0.21. Now it's 0.15, so he will go more to the left.
Okay, so you have to look at this one and then tell Imran to adjust it, right?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
And after we get it where we want it, then we will tighten the bolts and nuts.
Okay, so now we are happy with the toe in, toe out. And now Imran will just tighten the thing here.
As we can see, the factory tell that we can have from 0.03 to 0.21. We have adjusted to 0.14. This is like test. We will see what number is best for the car, so we don't wear out the tires, because it is like a big not big gap, but it is a gap, so we will try to adjust it here, test drive the car and see how the tires worn out. Maybe it's not the best solution, but we will test and find out after we have done some kilometers on the car. This is on the back wheels. If we see on the front, there is also the spacing is outside, both sides. So he will start and adjust it now. So maybe you see that it will move.
So that's this one. Let's see. So now on
left side front end.
No, left. Okay. Oh, then you will also visualize it. It's turning a bit. So it was off here.
Yes,
front.
correct.
Because I remember when I drew the other Model X, and then I picked up this one, I noticed something was weird.
Correct. Tesla is very, very heavy car, and if it's slightly outside, you will feel it. There is the steering is locked straight with the water, so after that we adjust the winkle, so it's inside the spec.
Okay.
Actually, immediate reaction is that the car feels much better and more stable as we go. So,
it's in chill mode. Is that intentional?
Yeah, I think it's. We can put it on.
We should. Let's see. It's on the vehicle. No, wait. No. Wait. Driving. Let's put it on ludicrous mode. It should always be in ludicrous mode.
Yeah. No, I feel the power immediately. Yeah, the car feels very steady actually over bumps, and very good to get rid of the noise.
Yeah, the squeaking is gone.
Yeah. As we can see, the steering is very straight now, and the car feels actually much better. But we have also new tires in the back, so this also helps because the other tires was all worn out. So yeah, the car feels like new now.
And suspension also okay, or?
Yeah, I feel it's very actually very strong, the suspension. But we could go in with the toolbox and check the pressure on the reservoir, check the sensors and the air suspension. But I don't think it's necessary because it lift up, go down, everything is actually very good, and I don't hear the compressor work a lot. It only works when it's needed. So.
And I remember just 2 years ago, right before I sold it, I had problem with suspension. Tesla replaced everything. It was freaking expensive. That's probably why it's still in good condition. Yeah,
so it's no actually issues with the suspension, no noise, and every function works good. So yeah, this car is actually in very good condition. So Tesla is a good car even if it have a high mileage, is my opinion.
Yeah, let me check here. I don't remember how high it was. You can see it here. Yeah, 265,000 kilometers done now. And the car is from 2016, so it's 5 years old. Well, all good now.
Yes, so I think now the car is ready to put on several thousand miles on the road. And when you get some issues, if you get any issues, we will do the reparation and see how it works. So the car feels actually very good now to drive. So it will be nice for you to drive this on long trip. I don't think you will have many issues.
Yeah, so the plan is that I will do maybe some trips, maybe 1,000 kilometer challenge. I will do some range test, degradation test, and naturally I have to drive the car sometimes quite far also.
Correct.
And then we'll see then. I think it was a deal that I just borrow it, right?
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah. So because it's good for us when you put on more mileage, because it have 265,000 kilometers. So then we know what issues will come on Tesla Model X, because many of these cars go out of warranty as well, and then we know this is like an R&D car for us, so then we know which parts to order or to make, and yeah, to get experience, more experience on Tesla Model X.
You know, just this short drive now, plus the drive from the north and back here, you know, and also been driving a Millennium Falcon, which is older. I get the feeling that the Optimus Prime is still nice and tight,
Correct.
quiet, and
Actually, very good, and I feel that this car aged very good. And the kilometer, I have driven many German cars with like mileage like that, but actually it's very good quality on this car. So still with a high mileage, but I think if you take good care of the car, it will last a very long time.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's gonna be it. This repair, with not much to repair, fortunately. So there might be more episodes from Optimus Prime. So that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.